My name is PSwart, and I'm a postdoc in the Department of Psychiatry at Stellenbosch University. If I'm not available during the poster session, please feel free to contact me on Twitter or email, and I'll happily get back to you. In South Africa, trauma exposure and a genetically diverse population provide an ideal opportunity to investigate genetic variants associated with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, which frequently co-occurs with metabolic syndrome, or MET-S, which is a risk factor for cardiovascular disease. Genetic mechanisms underlying PTSD and PTSD MET-S comorbidity are largely unknown. Here we performed a meta-analysis of genotype data from a South African cohort and calculated the polygenic risk score for PTSD to provide insight into these genetic mechanisms. Polygenic risk score is a measure of genetic liability towards a certain trait. Further, PRS can be used to determine the genetic overlap between traits of interest. So, for instance, if the genetic risk for PTSD is also associated with metabolic syndrome status, then this would indicate that the same genetic variants play a role in the development of both disorders. So here, the meta-analysis revealed no SNPs of genome-wide significance associated with PTSD, as shown by the Manhattan plot on the right. Each dot represents a SNP, and the x-axis represents location, and the y-axis represents the negative log 10 of the p-value. Interestingly, though, SNPs in Parkin, DOC4, and CSMD1 were of suggested significance. However, the PTSD polygenic risk score was not associated with PTSD or PTSD MET-S. The depth of genetic variation in the South African cohort, a 5-way admixed population, suggests an association exists between PTSD and Parkin. This association has been previously observed in the largest GWAS conducted to date. However, additional investigation is needed to utilize the genetic diversity of this population in conjunction with polygenic risk score analysis to better understand PTSD and PTSD MET-S comorbidity. Thank you for listening.